Good morning, welcome to the Sheffield Canal. A 4-day adventure ahead. So this should be a corker. I've been planning this one for the last few months really. It's currently Thursday. I'm riding into Sheffield to get the train to Oxford to meet Oliver, and then we're going to ride from Oxford all the way down to Stonehenge. We should arrive at Stonehenge on the day of the summer solstice, on the Saturday. Lots of exploring to do between now and then, and I've been dead busy with the work and with my own business since Christmas, so I've planned this trip to be a rest. This is a rest cycling trip, so nice easy miles, stopping in campsites, eating in pubs. It should be nice and chilled. So what does this trip entail? So we're going to get the train from Sheffield to Oxford. Should get to Oxford for about 1:15, maybe an hour or two exploring Oxford. Never been to Oxford. Get some dinner, and then a short ride, 23 miles, to get to the first campsite, which is called Muster Point campsite near the Ridgeway. Spend the night there. Next morning, within probably 2 or 3 miles, we should end up on the Ridgeway, and then we should stay on the Ridgeway nearly all day Friday. Now Friday's a slightly longer day at 41 miles past Avebury. End up at a campsite called Woodbridge Inn, campsite at a pub. And then on Saturday we should ride from the Woodbridge Inn down to through Salisbury Plain to Stonehenge on the day of the solstice. Let's see what that's going to be like. Should be quite interesting. That's a day of about 37 miles, and then we camp at a place called Country View campsite, which is near the Big White Horse apparently. And then the last day is Sunday, where it's 22 miles to get from Country View to Bath. Never been to Bath, so a few hours exploring Bath, and then the train back. So it should be cool. We should see some really interesting things. Problem is, it's a heat wave and it's 30 degrees. Oh. Here we are, Oxford. We've got Ollie, and it's red hot. To see really, just be sort of urban paths and whatnot through from Oxford through to Abingdon and Didcot, but the heat's getting a bit too intense now. We're up at, what does the Garmin say, 34.5. 34.5. Just trying to find a bit of shade. Oliver's melting. Bridleway is closed because of an atomic energy project. Just arrived at Muster Point campsite. New tent to test as well. Good morning.
Good morning.
Nice and cool in the night after a red hot day. And another red hot day forecast today. weirdest trail surface I think we've found. This must be the peanut butter mud everyone talks about. Castle ruin for some dinner, some lunch, and no sooner did we sat down to eat our sausage rolls and our pasties that 50 XTC fan club members come and stood right next to us on an annual walk up to the White Horse. Most picturesque spot we've stopped to. Temperature update, Oliver.
It's 37 degrees Celsius.
37, and we're going to hit this hill. Oh, yeah, back up onto the ridgeway. Good morning. Day 3. We're at the Woodbridge Inn pub with the campsite behind it. Not far from Uphaven and Salisbury Plain. Let's just say it was an interesting night's sleep that lacked a lot of sleep. Very noisy people all around. They were still making noise at 1:52 AM last time I looked. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, but it's another red hot day forecast. Into Salisbury Plain now. We're going to get some breakfast in the pub, right into Salisbury Plain, then down to Stonehenge. It's the summer solstice. Yeah! Just arrived on Salisbury Plain, and the calendar of the firing ranges say that there's no activity all weekend, Saturday and Sunday. We assume because of the solstice and people coming to Stonehenge and whatnot. But we've arrived to see that all the red flags are all up, so we're trying to go around the perimeter path and see how far we get. Oliver's optimistic.
Let's go for it.
Red flags are up. problems around Salisbury Plain. The firing range calendar says that they're not firing and everything should be open. This is the only 2 days that they shouldn't be firing. But the red flags are up, but everything's shut, can't get anywhere. So the route we've planned is now a no-go. So I'm going to try and reroute. There's not enough internet to send it the new route I've gone through to the device. Wicked. Dearie me, we've had a bit of a funny afternoon with the blooming red flags. We bumped into so many cyclists that had planned to route through Salisbury Plain on the public rights of way, the byways and the bridleways. They all thought the same as us, that this weekend was no firing, they'd actually be able to ride through. We actually passed loads of people that were on a bikepacking rally from Bristol, 70 of them, and they were supposed to be going through Salisbury Plain as well, and they've all had to reroute. The entire event had to reroute because the red flags are all up. So they haven't stopped firing, they haven't opened it up. Yeah, so we've had to divert all over the shop. But now I think we're finally en route to our last campsite, just below the White Horse at Bratton, I think it is. I think it's Bratton. You a bit warm, Oliver?
Oh, melting. Absolute melting.
No red flags today, apparently. No red flags. Day 4, welcome to day 4. This is the last day. Should be about half a day's riding, only 22 mile from the last campsite, which is called Country View, which is nice, over to the Kennet and Avon Canal, and then down the canal into Bath, and then we've got trains back from Bath.